Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about your spelling lesson for this week. All of the words have long A or long I inside of them. Let's take a minute to review all of the hunk and chunks that we've learned so far this year. Let's just say the sound ch, sh, v, w, f, qu. Remember, this is the floss rule. It's a short vowel marker, so the vowel that's in front of this is always going to make a short sound. Ong, z, short vowel marker. This vowel right here is always going to be short. Ung, oh, another short vowel marker. Onk, ang, a, s, short vowel marker. Ink, I, unk. Remember, the suffix ed can make three sounds: d, t, and id. O, a. This is an A at the end of a syllable. That's called an open syllable, so he can shout out his name like acorn. U, ing. E, when it's an open syllable. Ank. E, I, open syllable. O, when it's an open syllable. K, E, U, when it's an open syllable. O, A, E, A, O, er, er, ow, ow, I, R, or, O, ooh, Remember Mr. Y, the robber guy? He steals the sounds of E and I. So when it's at the end of a two-syllable word, it says E. At the end of a one-syllable word, it says I. G, when it's followed by I or E or Y, it makes its soft sound J. So we say I-E-Y, soft as pie. J. S, that's C's soft sound when it's followed by I or E or Y. I-E-Y, soft as pie. J. J. Aw. 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 Oi. Oi. Ch. Remember, when it has a T in the front, it's a short vowel marker. This only happens at the end of words. Ooh. Okay, now we're going to first talk about long A. How many ways do you think there are to spell the long A sound? Can you think of a couple? This is how many ways to spell the long A sound. So let's review those 5 ways. The most common way to spell the long A sound is a plain old A at the end of an open syllable, like acorn. The next most common way is A with a consonant and the super silent E, like cake. The next most common way is AI, like male. This is one of the ways we're going to practice today. The next most common way is AY, usually comes at the end of words, like play. And the least common way to spell the long A sound is EIGH, like the number 8. All right, so let's review when we use AI and when we use AY. Does AI ever come at the beginning of words? Yes, like the word aim. Is it ever in the middle of words? Yes, that is usually where we find the AI sound. Is it ever at the end of a word? Oh, I forgot to tell you, AI likes the letters L and N because A super silent E is more common than this way to spell the long A sound. So if the A sound in the middle of the word is followed by an L or an N, it's a good chance that it's going to be the AI, not the A super silent E. Now, back to, does AI ever come at the end of a word? No. All right, AY. Does AY ever come at the beginning of a word? No. Is it ever in the middle of a word? Yes, but that's not very common. If it is, it's usually at the end of a syllable, like layer. And at the end of the word is the most common place to find the AY. All right. So these are the spelling words that we have this week that have the AI spelling. So let's read these together. Aim, snail, braid, gain, chain, contain. Now remember how we talked about the AI likes the L in the end? Check this out. L, N, N, N. Sometimes it still has other letters, but these are the most common ways to spell the long A sound when it's AI in the middle of a word. All right. The words that have the AY spelling this week are ray, bay, always. Notice how the AY is at the end of the word, except for this rule breaker. Remember, there's always rule breakers. And it's funny that our rule breaker this week is the word always. So this one we just have to remember. All right. Now let's review the ways to spell long I. That's our other spelling rule for this week. So, guess how many ways to spell the long I sound? You got it. 5. Can you think of any? I'll give you a minute. Do you remember which way is most common? Plain old I. When it's in an open syllable, he shouts out his name. And what's the next most common way? I super silent E, like bike. And then IGH, like light. Remember, IGH often has a T after it. Not always, but a lot of times it does. So we remember our chant that goes IGH, IGH, I. Don't forget the T, I. That's because a lot of times it's followed by a T. And now we have Y. Remember Mr. Y, the robber guy, steals the sounds of E and I. So cry when it's at the end of a one-syllable word. And IE, like pie. This is not very common at all. All right, today this week's spelling list, we're just going to be talking about IGH and I. So let's review. Does Y say I ever at the beginning of a word? No. If Y is at the beginning of a word, it always says yeah. Is it ever in the middle of the word? No. Not if it's saying I. And then at the end of the word, yes. One syllable words like buy, cry, sly, try. All right, IGH, ever at the beginning of a word? No. Ever at the middle of the word? Yes, and when it is, it's usually followed by the letter T, and it's every once in a while at the end of a word, like in thigh and sigh. Okay, so our words for this week that follow these rules, the Mr. Y, the robber guy, gets sly and shy, and then these are the words that have IGH, bright, fright, thigh. Notice it's followed by a T 2 times. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started practicing our spelling words. The first word we're going to practice is aim. So let's do it just like we do in class. Aim, one syllable. Tap it out. Write it. Aim. Good. Next word, snail. You say it, snail. One syllable. Tap it out. S. A. O. Now that A is in the middle of the word. So which sound do you think we're going to use? AI or AY? The AI is correct. S. A. O. Next word is braid. Braid. One syllable. Tap it out. B. R. A. D. The A sound is in the middle of the word, so we're going to use AI. B. R. A. D. Braid. Good. Next word is gain. Gain. One syllable. Tap it out. G. A. N. The A is in the middle of the word, so we're going to use AI. G. A. N. Next word, chain. Chain. One syllable. Ch. A. N. Write it. Ch. A. N. Chain. All right, next word is contain. Contain. Two syllables. First syllable, con. K. When we write it, it looks like con. K. Ah. N. So then we write it. K. Ah. N. Second syllable, tain. T. A. N. T. A. Oopsie. N. You got out of order on me. Contain. Next word, bay. Bay. One syllable. Tap it out. B. A. And our A is at the end of the word. So which way are we going to spell it? B. A. Right. A-Y. All right. Next word is ray. Ray. One syllable. Tap it. R. A. Write it. R. End of the word. We're going to spell it A-Y. Very good. Next word. Always. Always. Two syllables. First syllable, all. All. Let me spell it. A-L. All. Second syllable, ways. W. A. S. W. A. S. Always. All right. Next word, sly. Sly. One syllable. Tap it out. S. L. I. S. L. I. Sly. Next word, shy. Shy. One syllable. Tap it out. Sh. I. Sh. I. Very good. Next word, bright. Bright. One syllable. Tap it out. B. R. I. T. B. R. I. T. Bright. Good. Next word is fright. Fright. One syllable. Tap it out. F. R. I. T. Write it. F. R. I. T. And the last word is thigh. Thigh. One syllable. Tap it out. F. I. Write it. F. I. There we go. Okay, so for your homework for this week, you are supposed to make shapes and write the word around the shapes. So let's start with aim. Let's make the rectangle. So we're going to, whenever we write it, we're still going to tap it out. That's what helps us learn to spell the words, not just memorizing A-I-M. Write it down. Think A is spelled A-I, M is spelled M. Then you're not memorizing your words, you're learning how to spell hunks and chunks, and that lets you be able to write lots more words correctly. Aim. So we're going to write it A, M, A, M, A, M. Just like that. All right, the next word we're going to write is snail. Let's do a triangle this time. So we tap it out. S, N, A, O. Write it. S, N, A, O. Write it. S, N, A, O. Write it. All right, next word is bay. Let's use a pentagon. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I can't draw that. Yes, you can. Straight line this way, straight line this way, then angle it back a little bit when you come down, angle it back again when you come down, and then close it up at the bottom. It's okay if it's not perfect. All right, so what word are we writing? Bay. So we're tapping it. B-A, 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 B-A as we write it. All right, next word, braid. Okay, this time I'm not going to put it on here. That actually takes quite a bit of time to put those on those shapes, believe it or not. So you guys are going to just write braid, tap it out, B, R, A, D, and write it on each side of your shape. All right, so I'm going to give you some ideas of different shapes that you can do to keep it interesting. So you're going to have to press pause to give yourself enough time to write the words. All right, ray, you could use a star. Remember when you tap it, go A every time. Always. So we have two syllables, always. So when we tap it, we go all, spelled A-L, A-L, ways, W-A-S. There's a trapezoid for always. Gain, you could use a cross or a plus sign, whatever you'd like to call it. Gain, we tap it, G-A-N. Sly, you could use a circle, sly. That was bad. S-L-I. It's three sounds. Sly. All right, for chain, you could use an arrow. Tap it. Ch-A-N. Remember to press pause so you have time to go all the way around your shape. Chain. Shy. Sh-I. You could use a rectangle. Bright. B-R-I-T. You could use a heart. You don't have to use these shapes. You can use whatever shapes you want. Fright. You would tap it. F-R-I-T. I'm not sure what you'd call this shape. I call it Pac-Man. Or you could call it 3/4 because this is 3/4 of the circle. Contain. Two syllables. Con is the first syllable. When we write it, it looks like con. K, ah, n. Second syllable, tain. T, a, n. Contain is how I remember how to spell it. Ooh, a crescent. And the last one, thigh. We would tap it, I. You can use an arrow. Again, use whatever shapes that you like. I hope you like this spelling lesson, and I hope to see you all soon. Have a fantastic day.